Hey Kenny, look, I'm sorry, alright, I'm a little bit on edge lately. It's that whole locker room incident. You know, I was attacked, and then last week, I'm just here to say I was out of line, man. I'm sorry, I appreciate that help. Honestly, there's no need to apologize, Daniel. I understand how stressful being the world champion can be. So, just know that if you ever need someone to have your back, I'm here. But as far as actual in-ring competition goes, I don't know if you saw, but I beat The Undertaker at Hell in a Cell, and I'm looking to continue my win streak. And I'm not gonna lie, I was eyeing up that championship last week. So maybe we have a little WrestleMania rematch, only this time we put that NLW championship on the line. Okay, look man, I'll live with you. Maybe don't make a deal with Brown just yet. After all, I can cash this money in the bank contract in at any time and take that championship from him. So maybe you should be making a deal with me. And by the way, Daniel, next time you enter the locker room, maybe keep an eye out. We wouldn't want to have you getting hurt again, would we? It was you, wasn't it? Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. Just don't be too downbeat when I cash this baby in and take your title. You're getting too big for your boots, pal. I heard what you said last week, and as far as I'm concerned, Sanity's problems are with anybody with the last name Hardy, not just your stupid brother. He will get his very soon, and if you're not a coward, how's about you fight me tonight, and I'll smash you like I smashed that stupid drone, Vanguard. Hey look man, I'm not responsible for what my brother does to you guys. This is none of my business. This is between you and my brother Matt. But if you want a match, I'm not busy tonight. Hell, why don't we go out there right now and have this match? You're on, big boy.
We are just one episode away from the NLW draft, which is set to shake up the landscape of this company indefinitely. Hello everyone, we are live. Welcome to No Limits Wrestling, and what a main event we have for you. We've got Adam Cole going one-on-one with Seth Rollins, plus a huge tag team match. Here you see it's going to be the Young Bucks, the NLW Tag Team Champions, going up against Edge and Christian. E&C returning last week, they win tonight, they get a shot at the titles. It's as simple as that. And as mentioned before, our main event, it is the Architect Seth Rollins going one-on-one with the leader of the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole. That is after what they did last week, their altercation in the backstage area. And speaking of altercations, to kick us off, Jeff Hardy getting in the face of Sanity, and he demanded to come to the ring right now to kick off the evening with this matchup. Killian Dane versus Jeff Hardy. And Hardy already going in for the cover, and powered out of it does Dane. And Hardy has been very cocky as of late. May have got more than he bargained for here against Killian Dane, who crushes him. Hooks the outside leg, but a kick out from Mr. Money in the Bank. And now throws Jeff Hardy across the ring. And Sanity in recent weeks have taken issue with Jeff's brother, Broken Matt Hardy. But Jeff Hardy doesn't want anything to do with it. Although tonight, he does want to prove that he can beat Dane with that whisper in the wind. And now gonna go for it. Twist of fate. Hardy may do it. Hardy on the top. Is he going to hit the swanton here? But Dane is stirring, and Dane now pulling the leg, sweeping it, and Jeff Hardy hit the back of his head on the top turnbuckle. Now where is Killian Dane going? Oh my, what the hell? He's on the top. Oh my God, a coast to coast. breaks the leg, but Jeff Hardy gets a hand on the bottom rope. What on earth? That is the last thing I expected from a man the size of Killian Dane. Look at this again. Good grief. Coast to coast to Jeff Hardy. And Hardy, although he got a hand on the rope, I think he's done for. There you see, getting driven with the crossbody, and now he's going to go for the finish. The Ulster Plantation, can he hit it? No, roll through from Jeff, and Jeff Hardy picks up the victory. Hardy with a roll up, and gets the victory over Killian Dane, but now look at this. Sanity in the ring, and Jeff Hardy looking to the back, but it doesn't look like his brother Matt's going to help him this time. Jeff Hardy all alone in there with Sanity, and plus the music of the NLW Commissioner. Well, what is it? Well, he's here, and Sanity retreats. Well, I don't know why Austin is out here. Jeff Hardy glad. Oh wait! Stunner! Stone Cold with the stunner to Jeff Hardy. And now he leaves. What was the meaning of that? Well, Austin last week didn't have the greatest of nights, considering the Undisputed Era was sending that petition around to try and get Austin fired. And Jeff Hardy, well, he signed it. Could this be perhaps a measure of revenge for Stone Cold Steve Austin? What a way to kick off the program. Mr. Austin, why did you just go out there and stun Jeff Hardy?
Because last week he signed the Undisputed Era's petition to try and get me fired. So that sorry SOB got exactly what he deserves. As a matter of fact, tonight I'm going to be a very hands-on commissioner, stunning every single bastard that signed their name on that damn petition. As for the EVP Triple H, he fined me $50,000 last week for showing up at the arena when he told me to stay at home. Well, Hunter, the fact is, you're going to have to hand out a hell of a lot more fines because Stone Cold runs this place the way he wants to. That means if I want to have a beer, 2 beers, free beer, unlimited beers, then I'm going to do it. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. Speaking of beer, guys, crack one open for me. Hell yeah, he seems like he's in a good mood for once. Hey, wait a minute, you two, you don't seem like you're in a good mood. What's up, boys? Guys, I'm going to be blunt. We need protection. Just for 1 week. Because next week, Stone Cold has booked a match between American Alpha against FTR, and it's going to be a street fight. But we know Cash and Dax will try and jump us like they jumped the Young Bucks, so what we need is for you two to look out for us so they don't weasel their way out of this match. What do you say? Alright, that seems like a fair deal, boys. Just leave your money on the table and we're good to go. Hey, guys want a complimentary beer? It's on the house. We're not really heavy drinkers. Have you got any milk? Sure thing. Oh yeah, baby! We're going to kick FTR's ass next week! Heck yeah! Oh, high energy in that, Ron. I know I lost last time, so let's play best 2 out of 3.
How about that? FTR versus American Alpha next week in a street fight. Can't wait for that one. Also can't wait for this upcoming Super X Cup match. The quarterfinals roll on as we look at the brackets. Mustafa Ali and Gran Metalik will face each other in the semi-finals. Now we find out who will compete in the other bracket. It is Pac going one-on-one with Cedric Alexander in this quarterfinal match. Pac is ruthless. He is aggressive, and he is still not over, losing to Jeff Hardy at Enter the Dragon, but going to try and get back into the contest. Look at Cedric with a handspring kick. Cedric kicking Pac down, and now Cedric running off the ropes with a tope con hilo. Tope con hilo over the top, and Cedric wipes out Pac. And now Pac begging off in the ring. Doesn't want anything to do with Cedric right now, who has started this match at such a frantic pace. But there's Pac with a forearm shot and the brainbuster. Dropping Cedric on his neck. Setting up for that brutalizer perhaps. Look out for that! Spanish fly, but a kick out from Pac. And the bastard was rocked. And he may be rocked by this. Lumbar check, no. Reverses it. Snap German. Snap German suplex from the bastard. And now going to go to the top. Looking for the black arrow. It's a thing of beauty, folks. Watch out. But lands on his feet. And now Cedric with a springboard clothesline to Pac, who sends him down. And now Cedric in control. Cedric wants to put it away here. Lumbar check coming. No! Turned around right into the brutalizer, the rings of Saturn, whatever you want to call it. He is wrenching back on Cedric, and Cedric has no choice but to tap out. Cedric gives it up, and Pac is through to the semi-finals of the Super X Cup. But the brutalizer doing just that, brutalizing Cedric Alexander, and it is Pac advancing to the semi-finals, and you know he's going to be looking to win the whole thing. The NLW Commissioner, well, what is it? Well, he's here. Just another victim of Stone Cold's rampage.
Damn it, Matt, where the hell were you earlier? I was getting my ass kicked. I could ask the same of you last week and the week before that. Is that why you weren't at the compound? Did you attack Daniel Bryan? I don't owe you any explanation, Matt. Brother Nero, you've been acting weirdly the past few weeks. What's gotten into you? We need to think of a plan to get Vanguard back from sanity. Vanguard was destroyed, Matt. I hate to break it to you, but your dumb drone is gone. And I'm tired of this. I don't care about your problems. I've outgrown you, Matt. I am just one cash-in away from becoming NLW Champion, and I can't have you dragging me down. So stop asking me to help, because I just don't care about this with sanity or whatever, okay? I need a couple weeks to clear my head. I can't keep coming to work. I've had enough.
Well, I have to say, I don't know what's come over Jeff Hardy as of late. Seems to be acting in quite a vicious way, but you know what? I think he got what he deserved when he got stunned earlier tonight. Well, these two, they also signed the petition last week to get Stone Cold fired. El Idolo Andrade and his business manager, Lita. And Andrade actually had a victory over Matt Hardy last week, thanks to sanity, and tonight, looking to continue that momentum here against TJP. He oozes charisma and confidence, but ultimately, will that come back to bite him? I don't know, but he is undefeated so far in NLW, and he starts this match off really quickly with a double knees in the corner. And it's academic from here. TJP gets DDT'd, and Andrade with the win. Making short work of TJP, and Andrade picking up another victory. So he's still undefeated. And you have to say, perhaps there's title gold in his feet. Oh no. Uh-oh. When you hear the glass, that's your ass. And Andrade, maybe it's a punk out. Nope, he's here. And there it is, stunner to Andrade. And takes the time to take a page out of Andrade's book. Well, Andrade, just another victim of Stone Cold's rampage. First it was Jeff Hardy, then Lashley and Suzuki, and now Andrade. And the Undisputed Era in our main event. Do you think they're safe from the Rattlesnake, Stone Cold?
Rey Mysterio, the last time we saw you, you lost to Ricochet for the X Division Championship. And since then you've been dealing with an injury, so do you mind telling us how your recovery is going? Well, the doctor says I still need to sit out a couple more weeks, but after that, I'll be raring to go. Luckily, this injury didn't need surgery, so I'm just hopeful that my recovery continues in a good, positive way. Ray, I hope you're not feeling too bad. I know it must be difficult for you, having to keep up this lie that you're actually injured. I think you just realised that your best days are behind you, and the new day have passed you by and you need an excuse. Well, the New Day needs an opponent, and next week, I challenge you, Ray.
Xavier, if my doctor hadn't told me to rest, you bet I would have faced you next week. Unfortunately, I won't be ready for a match, but I think I know someone who would be up for facing you next week.
Kenny Omega. Inside Hell in a Cell, at Enter the Dragon, you caught me at a moment of weakness. But I assure you, I will not let it happen again. And down the line, you and me will face off once more. But for now, the Ministry must rebuild. For we cannot let what happened at Hell in a Cell happen again. What that means is recruiting more enforcers of evil. Whether that be monsters, punks, or souls trying to find their way. And with that in mind, let me introduce you to a lost soul who has found his home here in the Ministry. Buddy Murphy. Like us, he shares our values. A man cast away from society and mistreated here in this company. Under my leadership, he will thrive and reach his full potential. And he is just the first of many souls that I will take under my wing, and then the Ministry will once again reign supreme over No Limits Wrestling. And to anyone who stands in our way, you will rest in peace.
Very sinister words from The Undertaker and his newest recruit, Murphy. Well, the tag team scene also heating up in NLW as we prepare for one of the biggest dream matches in NLW history, and you're getting it live here tonight. The Young Bucks, the NLW Tag Team Champions, set to take on Edge and Christian here tonight. If Edge and Christian win, they get a shot at those tag team titles. And the Young Bucks, very popular. But I'll tell you who they're not popular with. FTR. FTR last week said that they would fight the Young Bucks on their terms, not the Bucks. That's after FTR returned to Enter the Dragon, assaulting the Young Bucks, and then 2 weeks ago, attacking them in the backstage area. And you have to believe FTR are somewhere watching this one. All they're concerned with is getting the NLW Tag Team titles, as are these two men, who returned last week, to the shock of many, returning to get to the Young Bucks and get a shot at those NLW Tag Team titles. And you know, we always talk about in NLW, there are no limits in terms of matches. Who could have predicted that this would be the match we see tonight? Certainly not I. But I am so happy we're going to get it. Edge and Christian preparing for battle here tonight, and you see there FTR watching this one intently in the back. FTR, you know, they want a shot at the tag team titles. The Bucks are happy to give it to them, but FTR want it on their terms. So we'll have to wait and see when that actually takes place. But right now it is the Young Bucks as Edge and Christian are already going for the super kick, but a back elbow. Now being held by Edge, who escapes it, and now Nick Jackson with a tag to Matt comes in. Edge goes after him, and now a rolling Northern Lights goes for a second, but Edge counters it into the execution DDT. Edge and Christian, obviously the veteran experience, going to come into play with this double team. Look at that, held for the missile dropkick, and Nick senses that Matt is in trouble already. And Christian, but Edge getting the upper hand, hanging up Matt Jackson in the ropes, and in comes Edge to continue the assault on the Bucks. And now he's setting up for the spear, but leapfrogs it, pushing Christian off the apron, and Edge misses him and makes the attack to Nick. A house of fire with the kick. Christian on the outside, but he's not safe. Look out! That standing moonsault from Nick Jackson wipes out Christian. And now the double team that the Bucks are famous for. The buckle bomb into the kick. And now he's held. What is he thinking here? 450. In for the cover. But Christian there with a splash. And, well, that got me excited. But Christian on fire. Look at this. Matt Jackson taken out for the moment. And now Christian sitting in a chair. That is not legal, folks. And now the referee sees it. The referee going to try and get the chair out of the ring. And wait a minute. It was a distraction. And now Christian with the chair out of the view of the referee. But hits Edge instead. And a super kick from Matt Jackson. That maneuver backfired big time. And Edge is in trouble for the Meltzer driver. And the Young Bucks pick up the victory over Edge and Christian. Well, Christian is clearly distraught after costing his team the match. Edge getting spiked with a Meltzer driver, and the Young Bucks are victorious yet again. Well, let's have a look at the replays. It was a frantic pace from the start. Nick Jackson with a dive to the outside, then this spectacular 450, and then following the distraction of the referee, he went for a chair shot, hit Edge instead, and then it was academic. The super kick and the Meltzer driver secures the victory for the Young Bucks. But look at Edge berating and arguing with Christian, saying that he cost him the match. Well, Edge isn't happy with Christian's ineptitude, costing them this tag title shot. And now Edge, look at him, he's walking away. Edge walking away from Christian. Well, there's trouble there, but the Young Bucks continue their dominance, perhaps sending a message to FTR.
I just don't know what to do, Bailey. Brother Nero seems out of his mind. But thank you for talking to me, I really needed that hug. I know you've had your problems with sanity too, and if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. You are the future of women's wrestling, I truly believe that. You give me the courage to delete sanity. Hello everyone, welcome to this press conference with the X Division Champion Ricochet. We'll take our first question from the sir in the front. Ricochet, the X Division Cup has been a raging success for No Limits Wrestling. What would you say is the most appealing aspect of this tournament that's been put together? Well, what I would say, I just love seeing the incredible array of talent that the industry has. In particular, you know, I'm proud to be representing this vision, and I feel like we got some fantastic performances from guys like Grand Metalik, you know, Buddy Murphy, Mustafa Ali, Cedric Alexander. So there's a lot of good talent in this tournament, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it all progresses. I will take another question from the guy in red. Ricochet, can you comment on your match against Rey Mysterio at Enter the Dragon? People have been raving about it. Critics have been calling it one of the best X Division matches of all time. Thank you, I'm just glad people enjoyed it. But the main thing is I'm still the champion. Rey was a fantastic opponent, and I'm looking forward to defending the championship against the winner of the Super X Cup, and many more to come, hopefully. And another question, you in the middle there, the blue shirt. I think I'm going to address the elephant in the room. What are your comments on the arrival of Hiromu Takahashi here in No Limits Wrestling? I kind of expected this question to come up. I don't very much appreciate being jumped from behind and being attacked like that, but you know, Hiromu, despite that, he's a great talent, and I'm not one to back down from a challenge. So if he wants to face me rather than attack me from behind, all he has to do, come find me.
When Hiromu and Ricochet come to blows, it is going to be exciting. And are you excited for our main event? Here we are. Are you ready for the Undisputed Era? Adam Cole, flanked by his associates Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish. Last week, they made it a mission to get people to sign the petition to get rid of our Commissioner Stone Cold Steve Austin. However, one man who didn't want to sign it was Seth Rollins. And because of that, he got attacked from behind and driven with a brainbuster through the table. And that is why we have this match here tonight. Rollins didn't want to sign that petition, but Stone Cold Steve Austin has been getting his own back on the people who did. Nevertheless, it's our main event, and we are ready for the Architect to burn it down. Seth Rollins could have had his career shortened with that brainbuster last week, and tonight wants some revenge. But next week, folks, huge, it is the draft. 2 weeks time, NLW episode 89, the NLW draft. People from Metal going to switch over to NLW and vice versa. It is going to be a landscape event. The rosters are going to be shaken up, and that's not all. We also have a tag team street fight, FTR versus American Alpha. What a match that is going to be. You remember it was FTR who took out American Alpha in the first place, injuring them for several months. Well, Alpha are back, and they are ready for a street fight against FTR. And who knows? Either of these men may not even be on the program next week following the NLW draft. But that is a question for next episode. For right now, Seth Rollins and Adam Cole battling in our main event. Off the ropes and a bicycle kick from Cole, who is very proud of it. But here comes Rollins back at him with the enziguri. But a roll up from Adam Cole, but a kick out from Rollins. Big time punch, but an NZ from Cole. And the Hoshigoroshi on that knee drops him, but a quick 2 count. Rollins not done yet. And now again being choked out. And by the way, I would like to give an update on Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins' wife, who is recovering after being attacked last week. And look at this now, Roderick Strong, while the referee's distracted, delivering the X-Plex on that steel ramp. And Adam Cole continuing to work over his body. And I bring up Becky Lynch because we assume that she was assaulted by Ronda Rousey, although we must point out that Ronda Rousey has denied that she had anything to do with Becky Lynch being attacked last week. And what Adam Cole said about Seth Rollins not being able to keep control of his wife, absolutely disgusting. And that's why Seth Rollins wants to pummel Adam Cole right now. Look at this tope suicida. The tope through the second rope, wiping out Adam Cole. And as much as the Undisputed Era wants to argue at ringside, the fact is Rollins is in control. There's the frog splash, but a kick out from Adam Cole, baby. And you can see him clutching those ribs following the frog splash. Curb stomp coming, and misses. And now a backbreaker. The backstabber. And now Adam Cole trying to catch his breath. Oh, what a clothesline. Vicious from Adam Cole. Sends Seth Rollins inside out. And now wasting little time. Wants to go for the Panama Sunrise, but backdropped. Now on his feet. Look at this. Here it comes, no ripcord knee, turned right into the super kick. Adam Cole had it very well scouted, and here it comes, last shot. Last shot from Adam Cole, but Rollins gets his hand on the bottom rope. Just like we saw with Jeff Hardy earlier tonight. Seth Rollins escaping danger. And Adam Cole wondering what he has to do, and oh no, wait a minute, look at this. And now Kyle O'Reilly with a chair, but look out! It's Stone Cold! The referee, oh, look out! The Undisputed Era distracting the ref on the apron, and Seth Rollins is going to cut the victory, and look at that! A stunner! Stunner to Kyle O'Reilly! Good grief! Stone Cold has made it his mission tonight to get his own back on everybody who tried to get him fired last week by signing the petition, and it culminates here. Well, look at this. I thought that Adam Cole was going to get the victory there with the last shot. He tried to get the Undisputed Era to interfere on his behalf, but it backfired when Stone Cold Steve Austin came down with the steel chair to even the odds. And while the referee was distracted by Adam Cole's own teammates, mind you, he got hit with a chair, and Seth Rollins picks up the victory in our main event. Well, you have to say, maybe Stone Cold Steve Austin will trade the Undisputed Era next week in the draft. But for now, Stone Cold Steve Austin is not done messing with the UE.